Guys, welcome to the Daily Play with Joy Taylor. Thanks so much for joining me. Make sure you hit subscribe and follow us on social at the Daily Play Joy Taylor. Look at James Harden. Okay. I love a little story twist. The Cavs dug deep to win Game 5 in Detroit. They have a chance to close out the Pistons on Saturday in Cleveland. Harden had 30 points in a dramatic overtime win and stole the Detroit fans' hearts right out of their chest. Harden and Donovan Mitchell were great. Max Strus, shout out Heat Culture, was everywhere. They did trail Cleveland 103-94 with 3 minutes remaining. They closed out regulation on a 9-0 run to force overtime, outscored Detroit 14-10 in overtime, and closed out the game 23 on a 23-10 run. Strus showed some love to Harden after the win, saying he's a pro's pro. You don't become one of the best players in this game has ever seen without showing up every day. So a lot of Harden praise. Listen, I like seeing great players have big moments. Obviously, the story with James Harden would be that you would like to see this more consistently. But hey, you're in the postseason. You're trying to win a championship. Whatever gets it done. It doesn't need to be every night as long as it's the nights that matter. And this is the postseason. This is the questions that we've had about James Harden. And that is a great answer. This series is going exactly how I thought it was. Not necessarily with Harden, but it's going long. I thought this would be a very evenly matched series. I think this says a lot about what's going to happen in the Eastern Conference Finals for whoever ends up making it there. And now it's down to the wire. You have a game 6, win or go home, and could force a game 7, which we all love, me personally. So I think this is all very exciting. This series was exactly what I thought it was, which was a very evenly matched series. The Cavs have now won on the road, which they hadn't done. And, I think we're in for a great Eastern Conference Finals. So the Lakers season ended in a sweep, but LeBron's future is up in the air. According to a recent report, there was a moment during the season an ESPN report, where GM Rob Pelinka and LeBron's relationship may have fractured. The Lakers beat the Cavs for LeBron's 1,299th career win, playoffs and regular season combined. That passed Kareem for most ever, but Pelinka came to the locker room to give JJ Redick a game ball for his 100th win as a coach. I don't know. I don't know how much I make of these reports. He did play the rest of the season without a whole lot of drama. Him and JJ Redick seem to have a great relationship. It also came on a night when Luka topped 15,000 career points and Rui Hachimura reached 500. So it's like, how many game balls are we giving out here? There's some criticism about LeBron James' time with the Lakers. I think it's been successful. I think we've entered an era where you aren't going to win championship after championship. I know I'm saying this not knowing if OKC is going to win another championship, but we've gotten a little spoiled with all of that, with the Warriors, with the Heat. And I think that winning a championship, and I don't want to hear about the bubble. I just don't want to hear about it. Like, it was what it was. They won a championship. No one's putting an asterisk by it. If it was so easy, why didn't everyone else do it? And you can't tell me that they didn't care. LeBron said, obviously, we fell a little short. I'm not looking at my years of disappointment. That's for damn sure. I was put in some positions I've never played in my career, actually in my life. I've never been a third option in my life. So to be able to thrive in that role for the period of time and then step back into the role that I've been accustomed to over my career and being able to thrive, that was pretty cool for me at this stage in my career. I agree. What LeBron has done this year has been remarkable. It's really disappointing that Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic got hurt heading into the postseason. Like, you didn't have Luka in the postseason. Whether they would have beat the Thunder or not, I don't know, but I certainly don't think they would have gotten swept. And LeBron had to move into a bunch of different roles this year. And as far as I'm concerned, he did that successfully. And there's not a lot of players on earth, if any, who would be able to do that egoless and to be able to switch back and forth the way that he did. So they have a lot of decisions to make. They got to figure out what they're doing with Austin Reeves. Of course, LeBron's got to decide on his future, but it's going to be a very interesting offseason for the Lakers. So let's talk a little football. Some rookies. Carson Beck, very experienced quarterback. He's 24 years old. He played 43 college games at 2 high-profile schools, Georgia and obviously my Miami Hurricanes, and took them to a national championship game. Well, he didn't take them there alone, but he was the quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, played in a national championship game. His coach with the Cardinals, Mike LaFleur, is seeing a lot of value in the 2026 third round pick for the Cardinals. He has seen, he said it's not like he hasn't attached to the tight ends. It's not like he hasn't been in 12 personnel. It's not like he hasn't been under center and done a play action fake or even take a snap under center like a lot of guys. So I wouldn't just say the comfortability of playing under center, playing in the gun, playing with different formations, motions, and stuff like that. It's not the end all be all by any means, but there was definitely a tie. You'd say, yeah, that's the guy that's actually done some of that over the guy who hasn't. They have a very they have a very interesting depth chart. Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew, Carson Beck. I mean, in my opinion, if Carson Beck ends up winning out the job, that's a great steal for the Cardinals. And listen, the Cardinals every single year, they have a ton of talent everywhere. They've got Marvin Harrison Jr. Like they've got talent all across the board. Jeremiah Love, and they never seem to be able to put it together. So they're a very interesting team with the talent that they have assembled. They're in a new era. Kyler Murray is gone. I do think that Carson Beck has a lot of college experience. I tend to like quarterbacks who have a lot of college experience. Some people think that they've reached their peak. I don't agree. I think the quarterback position is the hardest position to evaluate, maybe in sports. So we'll see. But I think there's a very good chance that he could end up winning that starting job in Arizona throughout the NFL offseason and camp. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. For more on this and other top stories of the day, tune into the Daily Play with Joy Taylor at urban1podcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.